Today on FAR180, we're going to be discussing, did Jesus even live? Was he a man who walked the earth? Well, if these are questions that you've ever had, you do not want to miss this video. Welcome to FAR180, where we discuss faith and reason, connecting hearts and minds, and changing attitudes 180 degrees. Today we're going to be discussing, did Jesus even exist? Well, Christianity is a religion that's based upon the life and death and resurrection of Jesus. But did he even exist? Well, today we're going to be looking at several sources outside of the Bible that attest to the fact that Jesus did live. Some of these sources were pagan sources, some of them are Jewish sources, but the sources that we're going to discuss today were not friendly. As a matter of fact, they were hostile towards Christianity, so they had nothing to gain by confirming the existence of Jesus. So today we're going to discuss, did Jesus actually exist? The first source is a pagan historian of the first century by the name of Thallus. He was quoted by other historians of the time saying that a darkness enveloped the land during the afternoon that Jesus was crucified. He attests to an earthquake and eclipse of the sun. Next is Tacitus. Tacitus was a Roman senator. He references the crucifixion of Jesus by Pontius Pilate to be both authentic and of historical value as an independent Roman source. His writings reference the Christian superstitions, their torture, and their punishments. The next source is Bar Sarapian. He's a first century Syrian philosopher. He compares Jesus to the philosophers Socrates and Pythagoras. Phlegon, a first century pagan historian, in his chronicles he also discusses the darkness that came across the land the afternoon of Christ's crucifixion. Pliny the Younger was a Roman governor. He wrote to the Emperor Trajan seeking advice as to how to treat the Christians. He recounts that he killed Christian men, women, and children, explaining concern that Christians would choose death over bowing to a statue of the emperor. He even goes further, describing their gatherings and how they would gather on specific days to remember Jesus. Suetonius, a first century Roman court official, he wrote about that there were these Christian followers in Rome 20 years after the crucifixion. Even the Emperor Nero blamed the Christians for the fires that destroyed Rome. These are just a few of the secular sources confirming the existence of Jesus. Not only were there pagan historians that were very hostile towards Christianity, but there were also Jewish sources that wrote about this Jesus figure, including one of the most famous Jewish historians by the name of Josephus. Josephus wrote, quote, "Now there was a man about this time, Jesus, a wise man, if it be lawful to call him a man, for he was a doer of wonderful works, a teacher of men, as to receive the truth with pleasure." He and other Jewish historians wrote many things about the miraculous deeds and the wisdom that Jesus taught. I'm going to link in this video where you can get a PDF copy at FAR180.com where you can access some of these sources and print off a free PDF. As well as I'm going to put a link to Jim Warner Wallace, Cold Case Christianity. He was a cold case policeman in Los Angeles who was a staunch atheist who used his cold case skills as a detective to prove Christianity false. And in that process actually became a Christian. And when you go to coldcasechristianity.com, that you're going to see he's authored books, has many blogs, many videos, and is an extremely reputable source who has been interviewed on NBC Dateline as well as many other outlets. So we know that Jesus lived. We know he was a historical figure. But was he who he said he was? Well, in our next video, we're going to be discussing what C.S. Lewis writes as the trilemma. Jesus was either a lunatic, a liar, or Lord. As well as we're going to discuss how did Jesus refer to himself and what evidence is there for the resurrection. So until next time, when anybody asks you why you're a Christian, the answer is simple: because it's true. The evidence is beyond any reasonable doubt. If you've enjoyed today's video, please share. Or if you'd like more people to see it with YouTube's algorithms, hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button below, and more people will see it. Thank you very much, and God bless.